So guys, we are now going to be looking at some of the different scopes and what the differences are. So I bought a kit a few years ago and it was just a gun and it came with a bag and it came with a scope. So why would I need to upgrade my scope? What would be the difference between putting one of these onto it and the one that I've already got?
Good question. So the scope that you've got, has it got an illuminated reticle?
No.
Has it got front parallax?
No.
And it's got a little bit of magnification, I take it?
Yes, very basic.
Right, so let's take this one for instance, right? 134 quid at the moment. Things change, you know that. Right, this one has front parallax, yeah? It has an illuminated reticle on this side, there, and obviously the magnification as normal. Now, that scope is fine, there's no problem with that at all. For general air gunning, that scope will do you all day. Now I'm a big fan of HAWKE anyway, I don't really know, I really like the HAWKE scopes. So that, for just a normal package, 134 quid, that's, you know, it's a night out down the pub, isn't it really, let's be honest. You know, that's a nice scope.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's £134, but then you've got this one for 224. So what's the difference? Right.
Now this scope I hold very close to my heart. Now I've got, this is the 4-16, but I've got the 312-44 Vantage side focus. Now that's the one I use for my HFT, and it was a really lovely scope. Now the difference in this is, as you can see, that's got a front parallax. This has a side parallax, yeah?
Okay.
Also, you've still got the illuminated reticle, yeah? And this is a 4-16, right?
Okay.
The glass in this is a lot better than the glass in that. Now, is it worth that much more money? Yes, it is. Don't get me wrong, that'll do you, right? But this, the HAWKE Vantage, is such a favourite scope of mine. They really are good. And for the money, brilliant, brilliant bang for your buck. I think, you know, quality thing. I don't use the 4-16, I use the 312-44. It is such a lovely scope.
So going up another level, that's £224. This one's £280. What's the difference there? I can see that it has got a sort of side wheel on the side. Is that a playing into factor compared to these two? Right,
so this one has got a 30mm tube. Now that's got a 25mm tube, as has that. This is a 30mm tube, so that means that it should have more adjustment elevation. So you can adjust it more, it's got more travel. Now the glass on these new compacts, HAWKE, did you ever get that right? Fantastic. And as you rightly say, it's got the side wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little wheel's fine, don't get me wrong. Now for HFT, you know you can't change your parallax while you're shooting. But if you're out hunting, you obviously, you know, with a decent magnification, you can actually range find with that. So, you know, really the essential bit of kit, really. I prefer side parallax to front because, yeah, side parallax, I think it's truer, as it were. Now this also has target turrets, as you can see.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
Right? So you can leave that off, whereas this one has low turrets, yeah, capped turrets. Yep. So you can see the difference in the height, obviously, yeah. So for instance, this one, if you want to put a little piece of like tape around there, you could write on your ranges. So at 50 yards you're there, at 60 yards you're there, 75 you're there, and you can use it for shooting at different distances. These compacts are wonderful, cracking scope. And again, the lenses are that much better in that than they are in the Vantage. So yeah, to be honest, it's like anything. Yeah, you pay 134 quid, and you're going to get a nice scope. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But you pay 279 quid, you're going to get a lot better. The choice is yours. I suggest that if you're looking for a scope, if you're in the market for a scope, look through as many as you can, yeah, and just see what's nice on your eye, and think about what you need. Do you need it to be dialable, or do you need cap turrets?
Would you find that by having the parallax on the side that it's easier to turn for someone like me, you know, weaker hands, that kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, this is like, it's like butter.
Brilliant.
Beautiful. Where is that? That is stiffer. But yeah, I much prefer the side parallax, and I find that you can get it just perfect with that.
Brilliant.
And say these scopes, yeah, I love my HAWKEs and what have you. This one, this compact, I mean, they're really nice, and then you see a load of these flying out the shop at the moment for a very good reason. Let's not discount the HAWKE Vantage though. What an amazing scope for the money. I think, again, best bang for your buck, that is. But if you want to step it up a level, these compacts, they're very good.
So really for someone just coming into a shop, or the whole process is a trial and error process really? You pick a scope that you like, try it and see how it works.
Yeah, but you've got to think, okay, am I going to be dialing for long distance? In which case you wouldn't have that scope, yeah?
Yeah.
If you were doing HFT, you'd have not the 4-16, you'd have the 312. But again, you could use the 4-16. That's a nice little scope, yeah? But again, this, is a step up from that, so it is 3 stages. Do you have to spend a fortune on scopes? No, you don't. You don't have to spend an awful lot of money. If you've got a 12-foot-pound air gun, you're going to be shooting out to sensible distances. I hope you are. And if you are, right, you don't need to spend a fortune. However, right, if you want a little bit more precision, and you will get more precision with a better scope, definitely. That is a step up from that, and that is a step up from that. So it's whatever you want to spend, really. But again, if you're dialing, you want one of those. If you're HFTing it and kicking around the garden, just a bit of like, a little bit light hunting, that's that. And that will do it the same thing as well. So it was about your pocket. So what do you want to spend?
Very interesting. That was a little insight to scopes.